So I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about this, but I suppose we're making a DNA designer for our guest. I thought it would maybe be, for a staff member to possibly go ahead and give them less of a susceptibility to disease, which I'm sure would be quite useful for them, or, something like that. But no, it's actually for our guests. And, the more I think about it, between that and the beautification beam, I wonder if our best option here is to actually make a spa somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, and please tell me. Oh, I thought that was our robot actually, like, oh, nope, there's Servo 1.0. He's still doing good. There you go, buddy. You just keep it up over there, okay? And actually, if you could focus on Sweep and Sludge, that would be amazing. He is a deluxe model, which I'm pretty proud about him for that, and he's not currently going absolutely chaotic, which is also great to see. Oh, wonderful! And there's a new nigiri fish that's at the sushi belt. but here's my idea now, friends. Now that I put together that we have environmental boosters, that we now apparently have a DNA designer, I'm not exactly sure how we can make this work. I'm kind of nervous that the guests might actually try to use it. I hope that they will maybe give that a little bit more thought, just a little bit more consideration before they possibly mess with it. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, somebody is just stepping inside. Wait, sir, I can't guarantee that everything's going to work out all right. Desire to stay is going down. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want the desire to stay up, but oh my gosh, and the bolt down means something can't be stolen. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh my word. Okay, look. Now people are going in the DNA designer, and I'm kind of nervous about that. But between that and the spa point and the beautification machine and the judgment clouder, what if we make a spa? Because that's exactly what you want when you see this giant pile of sludge bubbling away over here, right? Right? A little beautiful spa that you can go ahead and relax at. Actually, where can I guess we can actually go ahead and we can expand our plots all the way down here, and we can also expand our plot over here. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, apparently we can get all of these plots, and I just wasn't really paying attention because, to be honest, there's sort of a lot of other issues that have kept me distracted. We already own this plot too. I wonder if it would be worth it to have the spa down here, because that we already own it and everything. But at the same time, like, there's all these interesting ruins, and I was kind of thinking about putting a hotel over here, and a spa would make sense for over here. All right, look, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna purchase this plot. We probably need more than one ticket booth now that we're finally getting a little bit more popular. So we're gonna put down another ticket booth. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a very crowded hallway. Oh my word. It's just temporary, friends. But I want to check out what the DNA designer has to offer, which means I think we will actually make a Eureka spa where you can come and possibly get a little bit of a jolt, and possibly go ahead and use the DNA designers and everything. And I guess that would let us focus more on having like the time portal and maybe more places for some of the space objects that we've been collecting. I wonder if we could put cheese in the spa. Does a cheese fondue spa bath? That sounds awful. Just absolutely atrocious, but it does sound like something that could potentially happen here. Oh dear. But all right, so now we can make the DNA designer level 2 already. We also need to clear the collapsed tunnel to the shock labs with the deluxe drill, unlock bungle security door number 3. What's behind door number 3? And find the robo security guard blueprints and make one in the workshop. And I guess in the spa, maybe we could have the seance simulator so that people could get in touch with themselves. Maybe the tuna forks, the realization station, the close encounters. So you could really kind of like, you know, reach within oneself to access whatever is in your heart. Oh, and we also need more mulch and more metal. Well, I mean, oh, I forgot we had a delivery from the moon because we're trying to get a time portal going too. Ironically, we currently had a warp burst that actually meant that they came back sooner than they meant to go when we're trying to get the time portal going. Oh, look at that! And now we have another pristine quality, very low buzz, commonly seen space rock. That counts as space junk. How's our other space rock though? It's doing pretty good at 51 buzz. I wonder if we can get this one a little bit buzzing too. Also, someone's running away. Oh, are they that excited about our space rock? Well, do I have some good news for you, friend? I've got another one, I guess. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad for some space rock enthusiast, I suppose. You know what? I'll take some space rock enthusiast. Maybe we could even have a whole bunch of different exhibits where we could put down items that are related to things that people who are geode, like, are there any geodes? We could start sorting things based on people's unique interest, like if they really like a certain type of science or a certain type of space. All right. Well, let's get an expedition going to start collecting up some of the very important piles that we need from the Orphle Quarry. And then I think it's probably, oh, that's right. Oh, we went to the Bungle mainframe. Kind of forgot about that. Unfortunately, we did run into a broken drill with Servo 1.0, but they got some more staff experience. I think they're currently as leveled up as they can be. I don't really have much of a problem with that, all considering the current state of how the robotics is working out. We need mulch too. So you know what? We need our prickly pear juicer to dive on into. And do I have a speedy? The cave carrot botanist carrot! It's been so long! If you don't mind just, you know, popping down there and plucking out another one of those giant pears, that would be absolutely wonderful. Ooh, and a collection offer for my claimed space rock. Sure, okay, that's fine. We do have some space rock enthusiasts. Somehow I find that very, very wholesome in a way I just did not expect to. Ooh, and maybe we could even have, like, the aquarium could have some of those cleaner fish and other things to kind of let you get in touch with yourself. We'll maybe have a cafeteria. Oh, maybe we could move the water dragons down so that they don't have to just sit inside of that empty room anymore and they can get a little bit of attention. I'm tempted to call it the Shangri-La Spa after some Paper Mario Origami King adventures, which if you guys have seen that, I still tear up over Bobby, but that's all I'll say. Let's see. Let's get this in. And this is that moment where I'm like, is this really a good idea to get a whole new place all set up, Siri? And part of me is like, no, not really. But here we are. Firefighter Erica, wonderful. I hope you brought back some of that metal. Excellent, excellent. We might need to go ahead and yoink some more. We could probably have like a lot of different drinks to offer down in the spa. I'm trying to think of what we want to call it. The Sanguero Spa, maybe? After the big cactus? I mean, because, ta-da! After the big cactus! Which people really do like, even if it does decrease the toilet comfort. Unfortunately, that one happens to be a pristine cactus. I was sort of going for something a little less pristine so that I could get some mulch. Ah, darn it. But, you know, oh, and I don't even have a good mulcher right now. Heck! Look at all of these. In fact, I think I sold my mulcher because it kept catching on fire. Did I? Or is it still sitting in my pockets? Well, I may have sold the mulcher because it kept catching on fire. It may have even blown up at some point. I'm not going to say that's what happened, but it's probably what happened, which means we're probably going to need more whirly cogs and more metal if we wish to really be able to haul back up some of the And we'll do another speedy adventure to haul back up some of those blueprints and be able to build some of the things that we're gonna need. Surplus supplies for whirly cogs, or let's try another pair. And we'll just see what happens with our cave carrot botanist doing another speedy run to pluck those pears. And if this one's not pristine, we'll mulch the thing to pieces so that we can build up our little spa. And speaking of building up our spa, look at all the little nigiri fish. Oh, I'm so proud of them. We've got so many little specimens that are very helpfully, oh wow. Okay, we have so many little specimens that are very helpfully breeding up. We'll take some DNA samples from the ones that are less than pristine quality. And then even some DNA samples from one of the pristine quality ones, because that's a pretty good turnout. And we're gonna go ahead and maybe we will potentially move the staff room. And the beautification machine, or excuse me, the reading room, our library for our staff, we might potentially move that out of the way and come down here. I probably need a little staff room. So let's see, we have the Reef Relief bathroom as well. We have the huge staff room. I wonder if I can get away with just a smaller one right now, because we're currently trying to build a robotic empire where we're going to make some like robotic spa pieces as well. Also, 200 metal bits and bobs is a really wonderful turnout. I'm quite proud about that. And our cave carrot botanist has brought on home another prickly pear. And look at that! This one is not pristine quality, so I feel a little bit less guilty churning it into tiny pieces that are probably full of all sorts of very, very, like, uncomfortable and possibly risky like stems. That's actually kind of dangerous, isn't it? All right, and our mulchamatic is done. We're gonna stick it way over in this corner like last time and put the sickly pear in. We're gonna mulch that down. While that's happening, let's grab a few more whirly cogs with some of our available staff members. And we're going to bring up those whirly cogs. They know the shortcuts by now because they've been a member of our staff for so long. People are running away or running towards something, or are you that excited? Wow, people are really excited about the space rocks. All right, well, let's see. I think we'll get a staff room down, and I do want to move our little water dragons over because they deserve way more buzz than they're currently getting, and they deserve a nicer enclosure as well. All right, and I'm gonna see if we can maybe make their space fit somewhat in to this wall zone. Let's see. Let's just move them over here for just a second. And then hang in there, little water dragons. You're gonna be like part of our beautification spa experience, because how could people who see you not just absolutely fall in love? You're so adorable. All right, and we'll get this little setup arranged. I'm trying to remember, I think, do they just want other water dragons as their friends, or do they just want these coral rocks? They deserve more, in my opinion, because they're so adorable. Let's see. And we'll scoot this door over. Maybe shrink this down just a little bit so that we have a teeny bit more room. Watch out, little water dragon. Okay, but yes, well, go ahead. You'll go back into our pockets. We'll add you back in. So they want egg cups to have their babies. That's so preciously cute. Oh my gosh. And then let's see. We've also got a new robo janitor. I'm still worried about the whole robot takeover thing, but I do need that sludge to be like cleaning itself up. So welcome, we have a little toaster, and this time I think we're going to have, pasta maker is probably not appropriate for a robot that we might dedicate to tending to this spa area. Oh, it's going haywire, or haywire. Oh no. Is now out of order, but it's not attacking everybody. Okay, it's on the move. All right. I guess we're gonna name this one Sprocket. because it's sort of like going, in fact, Zapper would be a really appropriate name for it, because it's kind of like zipping around potentially. Oh, now the spa point 2 is on fire. Maybe our spa can focus on more fiery things, like the water dragon and the volcano water. Of course, says Siri, because that makes total sense. Also, possibly time to go ahead and get our hands, forget the DNA for the staff, or like for the guest members for just a minute. We probably need to go find those security robots. That might be a good idea. Is that in Laser Labs? We needed to do some security robot investigation, I thought. Yes, to the Shock Labs, perhaps? Oh, wow. We really need to be careful about, like, the level of... Okay. The level of potential doom, death, and destruction in these caves. We can get lost in the caves could collapse, the drill could break, especially when you don't have a deluxe drill prepared. Ah, yes, I see. That would be a problem for, you know, making this whole area a little more secure. Speaking of secure, we still haven't even figured out everything that can go into the security labs. So, I think we're gonna have a couple of our biologists, wow, okay, neither of you two, Eureka Lillian, cave biologist Tickle Tipson, you are not allowed to get this illness, okay? But you are allowed to go down and do more research in the security labs as we frantically try to find a way to get into there so that we can stop the robots going haywire. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to get more robots whilst they're sort of going haywire, but I had the optimism of an optimistic Siri going for me. All right, and while that's going down, let's also make sure that we're making a little bit of money on the side just to balance everything out. So a wink, wink, nudge. Let's have a couple of our wonderful staff members make a very speedy trip out to go pluck some eyeball bushes from an island that I'm beginning to suspect we possibly might be over harvesting eyeball bushes from. I hate to admit it. It's, oh yeah, and now my robot janitor is going haywire inside inside of the room that I was hoping to have a nice relaxing spa with beautification efforts and everything else present. You've gotta love how life throws you, when life throws you electric, like lemons, do you just make electrolytes? Electrolyte spa. Sprocket. If I get you a younger sibling, its name is going to be Electrolyte. I mean, because we have the spa points, right? So Electrolyte spa? That makes so much sense. It really does. All right, and let's move over. Oh, good nigiri fish. I'm so proud of you. You're doing exactly what I was hoping you would, by breeding up so that we can balance out a little bit of this chaos. I have no idea where my like music. I had an entire huge music stereo that seems to have disappeared on us, but that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna put this donation bin in, and then we'll move our training room because we haven't used it over in yonder zone for quite a while. And we'll temporarily move it down here. And then I think we can just go ahead and clear out this old shack, basically. That was, oh, Galactic Airlines! I totally forgot that was how we were doing it. There we go. We're gonna make room, clear Galactic Airlines out of the way, because I think we'll now have more room to scooch the helicopter over again and create that courtyard sort of experience I wanted around the time portal, especially since we have to turn on the Table of the Cosmos in order to get the time portal working, and other things that you just don't think that you're really going to be saying. Right, friends? Right. We still have our oh dear. Okay. A giant man-eating snake emerges from the ground, its eyes scanning your team with hungry intent. We tried to feed it last time. Maybe this is one of those lessons where you bite the snake, not to eat it, but just to bite it. So you tell it like, stop that. Closing their eyes and imagining really hard, your team members can almost convince themselves they're eating chicken. Oh my gosh, and they have high morale from that. Like eyeball bush jungle is, we might need to do a little bit more work on it, friends. Might need to do a little bit more work. All right, and there is beautification beam 2. Can I get... Oh, there you go. We've got secured. Okay, we did end up with lab throat. Well, the company insurance. Ah, there we are. So we do have built-in speakers now. And now we can scoot the helicopter over again. Just a bit more, so I have a little more room to work. And once the helicopter lands, company insurance does cover trips to the hot springs and spa. Well, I guess the spa is going to be downstairs, but you probably want to go to this hot springs, all considering the fact that, you know, I don't know if I would want to go to this electrified slime oasis. There are probably a lot of people who would think that the sound of an electrified slime oasis sounded really like a really upscale spa to visit. So maybe that's a selling point. Hey, and we do have Pika Lily pads, and if you want to look good for that would make sense to actually have some Pika Lily pads like outside the spa that you could go ahead and look good for, because you want to show off your new looks, right? So it makes sense that these would be here, and you could come and you could admire how you look near these Pika Lily pads. Because that's totally reasonable, isn't it? And then we can even have some, maybe the columns with the vines covering them could be a decor piece of choice for the spa. Okay, that's actually really nice. I'm surprised at how much I like that. And the deluxe drill is done. Oh, good. Because, you know, the whole issue with our robots going haywire probably going to be causing some problems. And the remedial spring strip is over. Whew, okay. So we're not causing a weird illness that crawled out of our scientific laboratory from down below to spread among the general populace. I feel like we should get a little bit of a boost for our good morale, or well, good morale and good morals too, because we were kind of drifting towards being villainous for a while there. Whoa! Yes, and also our guinea pigs say we need to have good morals. Huh. One moment, friends. Well, that was adorably exciting and actually quite appropriate for thinking about going ahead and delving deeper into security measures. Because there was a home invasion of one of the guinea pigs' homes with Clover deciding that she was going to go ahead and she was going to conquer Daisy's little house, and Daisy was giving some good yells about that. It was all settled with lots of snuggles, quite a bit of brushing, some banana for poor Daisy, and a reminder to Clover that if somebody is currently occupying the house, we do not need to corner our sister in the corner and make her scream because she refuses to give it up. But I'm proud of Daisy for standing her ground there. Very proud, and also feeling like maybe it's a good time to go ahead and keep everybody nice and safe as we go ahead and dive into the collapsed tunnels with our shock drill so that we can carry on, I say, with like a lot of my hair now a kilter. I'm covered in guinea pig fur. There's stuff going on, and our robot is still going haywire. As we carry on with our adventures here in the beautiful chaos that appears to be the Eureka Eureka Scientific Facilities, as we try to go and see what happens to be in the shock labs. Hopefully it won't be too terribly shocking. And we also try to like find a place for our staff to maybe rest and relax, get a little bit of rejuvenation themselves, since they're going to be needing it if they're going to okay, all right, we need to move a few things out of the way. They're going to need a little bit of rest and rejuvenation themselves if they're going to be able to help out with all of the people that we hope will come down to the new electrolyte spa, which we will be expanding soon. And also, where is my staff room? Staff room. There we go. We want to have some of our staff have a little room to relax as well. And we'll go ahead, give them a little spot here, and we'll set this place up so that it is just as nice as some of our other little rooms. But for now, as I pluck more guinea pig fur off, oh my gosh, Clover, you are like shedding right now. Oh my word. For now, we can celebrate the fact that at least there's adorable sea dragons here. And hopefully soon we will get the Haywire robot repaired and it won't clean up too many things and, you know, terrify everyone, potentially. Maybe, okay, attack is such a strong word when I'm sure that he doesn't mean to be so terrifying. It's just there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. Let's see, and we can get in a little coffee station if we wanted. All right, let's see. I feel like maybe putting the coffee station right next to here, bandage box, you can sit and chat. If you're in the bandage box, you can sit and chat with the people who are hanging out on the couch whilst everyone enjoys a little bit of TV. And apparently we're now able to go into the shock labs. Yay! Oh my word. Holy cow. That opened up the tunnels a lot, more than I thought it would. Many of the county's scientists would say that we've already harnessed the power of electricity, but none of them work for Bungle Technologies, where they're still trying to crack the code on something that's been shocking them for years. Oh boy. And we also happen to have the Bungle Security Room 3, which might, with our cave biologist Tickle Tipson taking the lead, just might allow us to go and get what we need in order to hopefully, okay, there goes our Haywire robot, hopefully help our robots not go quite so haywire. And also, you know, the money is starting to disappear again. But we're gonna make this work. We're gonna get our little Shangri-La spa, little electrolyte spa up and going. People are going to have a nice place they can come and hopefully relax. We will see if we can get a new DNA designer up as well so that people can ooh and ah over that. All right, we'll get that going. And then we'll sell this one. And we can even move one of our ticket stands down in just a little bit. So hopefully we'll have even more things that will be a little bit neater, a little bit tidier. Oh yeah, and we can try to get the time portal working. There's so much going on all the time. I love it. But all right, guys, the guinea pigs are getting settled. We have managed to return from the collapsed tunnels without losing anybody. We're breaking into the secret science security labs, which is sure to end well, right? And we'll maybe go grab a couple more of our emergency eyeball bushes in order to make sure that our funds can be covered, and also maybe our insurance policies can be covered before we start going ahead and dun dun dun, building up our spa while trying to get our time machine going, while trying to go ahead and research some of the ancient prehistoric inventions that include a shell phone, which I really love. This is fantastic. I really love this. It's so chaotic. It's amazing. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.